Have you ever felt like toxic people are multiplying faster than rabbits at a singles mixer? Well, buckle up because we're about to dive deep into the psychology of why these emotional vampires seem to be everywhere these days. And trust me, it's going to be a wild ride that'll make you laugh, think, and maybe even see yourself a little differently. Picture this. You're scrolling through social media and suddenly it hits you. Every single comment section looks like a battlefield of negativity. Your workplace feels like a drama series. Your family gatherings? More like a psychological warfare training ground. What's going on? Are toxic people some kind of invasive species that's suddenly taken over our world? Spoiler alert, they're not new. They've always been around. But something fundamental has changed in how we interact, connect, and survive in this hyper-connected, always online universe. And psychology has some mind-blowing explanations that are going to make you go, whoa, that makes total sense. Let's break it down like we're solving the world's most fascinating psychological puzzle. Modern life has become this crazy pressure cooker of stress, constant comparison, and unrealistic expectations. Social media doesn't help. It's like a toxic people breeding ground where everyone gets a megaphone to amplify their worst behaviors. Remember when people used to gossip in private? Now they've got entire platforms dedicated to spreading negativity faster than a viral dance challenge. But here's the crazy part, and I promise this is going to blow your mind. These toxic behaviors aren't just random. They're actually complex survival mechanisms that have gone totally sideways in our modern world. Think of it like an emotional immune system that's gone completely haywire, attacking everything in sight instead of protecting you. Imagine our brains are still running on prehistoric software in a high-speed digital world. Back then, being aggressive, controlling, or manipulative could literally save your life in a dangerous tribe or survival scenario. Fast forward to 2025, and those same mechanisms are just making people insufferable at team meetings and family dinners. Want to know the truly fascinating psychological mechanism behind why toxic people seem to be everywhere? It's all about attention economics. In a world where everyone is fighting to be seen, heard, and validated, some people have learned that being negative, dramatic, and destructive is the fastest way to grab the spotlight. It's like emotional clickbait, controversial, shocking, and impossible to look away from. And before you start feeling too superior, here's a plot twist. We've all got a little bit of that toxic potential inside us. Yes, you heard that right. Those moments when you're passive-aggressive, when you manipulate a situation, when you play the victim, those are your own tiny toxic seeds waiting to bloom. But don't worry, understanding is the first step to transformation. And that's exactly what we're going to explore in this wild journey through the psychology of toxic people. Ready to learn how to spot them, understand them, and most importantly, protect yourself? Here's a crazy idea. If you want to dive deeper into this psychological rabbit hole and learn how to navigate the world of toxic relationships like a pro, smash that subscribe button. Trust me, your future self will thank you for becoming a psychological ninja who can spot and deflect toxicity from a mile away. Remember how we left off talking about those tiny toxic seeds inside all of us? Well, let's dig deeper into this psychological minefield and uncover some seriously surprising truths that'll make you see human behavior in a completely different light. Think of toxic behavior like a weird social virus that's been mutating in our hyper-connected world. Back in the day, toxic people were limited by geography. Now, they've got global Wi-Fi and unlimited data plans for spreading their emotional chaos. Social media isn't just a platform anymore. It's basically a toxic people superhighway where negativity travels faster than light. But here's where it gets really interesting. Psychologists have discovered that toxic behaviors aren't just random personality quirks. They're actually complex defense mechanisms developed over years of personal trauma, learned survival strategies, and psychological adaptations. It's like each toxic trait is a battle scar from someone's emotional history, messy, complicated, and weirdly fascinating. Let's talk about the anatomy of a toxic personality. Imagine your brain as a complicated control room with multiple emotional switches. For some people, Those switches got seriously crossed during childhood or traumatic experiences. A control freak? Probably someone who felt powerless growing up. A constant victim? Most likely someone who learned that vulnerability was their only way to get attention or survive. The truly mind-blowing part? Most toxic people don't even realize they're toxic. They genuinely believe they're just being real or protecting themselves. It's like watching someone spray emotional buckshot everywhere and then wondering why everyone's running away. They're not evil, they're psychologically wounded, operating from a place of deep insecurity and unresolved pain. Our modern world has become the perfect breeding ground for these psychological complexities. Constant comparison on social media, the pressure to appear perfect, the erosion of genuine human connection. It's like we've created a toxic people manufacturing plant, and nobody knows how to shut it down. But here's where you become the hero of your own story. Understanding is power. By recognizing these psychological patterns, you're not just protecting yourself. You're developing a kind of emotional intelligence that's worth its weight in gold. Think of it as psychological armor that helps you navigate even the most treacherous social landscapes. Want to know the secret weapon against toxic people? Boundaries. And not just any boundaries. Intelligent, compassionate, rock-solid boundaries that protect your energy without turning you into an emotional fortress. It's about understanding that you can have empathy for someone's pain without letting that pain consume your own life. Imagine setting boundaries like a skilled diplomat. You're not building walls. You're creating smart, flexible zones that allow healthy interaction while keeping toxic energy at bay. It's an art form, and trust me, it's a skill that will transform every single relationship in your life. Are you ready to become a master of emotional intelligence? Someone who can spot, understand, and gracefully handle toxic behaviors? If you want to continue this mind-blowing journey into the psychology of human interactions, hit that subscribe button right now. We're about to dive even deeper, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. It might just change everything you thought you knew about human relationships.